In Ashford, some families evacuated their homes today as the floodwaters approached. WDHN's Robert Smith is also live now to continue our storm team coverage. Rob.
Yeah, hey, Mike, residents on First Avenue and Main Street tell me their area is prone to flooding, and today there was no different. They woke up to a lake starting their day, but tonight they're just happy that no homes were lost in this flood, and everyone is safe due to neighbors helping neighbors.
Kristen Valdez, who was planning to go get breakfast for her children after she decided not to let them go to school because of weather, spent her morning helping her neighbors. Their yards were submerged in water.
Flood that had started at the other side of the road had come all the way down. It was all over my neighbor's yard. It was all over my other neighbor's yard and even the neighbor behind her. The neighbor behind her, I called her. She was at work to let her know what was going on so that she could come home. She had animals. And basically was out here the whole time just getting shop vacs for everybody.
Valdez says it happened so quickly within a span of 30 minutes.
I mean, I was kind of a little bit like, do I need to pack my own kids up? Luckily, my house is not in a flood zone, so my house was fine.
Main Street was covered with rushing water, turning the yards of multiple homes located off Main Street into a lake. During the flood, Valdez says she called law enforcement's non-emergency line to inform them about the area because she saw cars flying through the water as their area was not blocked off. However, she says the call for help bothered her.
I was told basically that our area wasn't a concern and that everybody was too busy with other areas that were worse than ours. To that I replied, how do you know how bad our area is when we haven't had anybody come by in an hour to check? I was out here for about 3 hours and we didn't have anybody assessing our area.
Other than the neighbors, and she says they just wanted the road closed so no one would get hurt. Valdez says she's glad there were no injuries and only one of her neighbors suffered water damage in their laundry room. But they are all coming together and passing off shock vacuums to each other to dry out their homes.
We all got out here and just did what we could do as a community because we care about each other and we don't want each other to, lose their valuables and their animals and all that stuff.
Now, that area was not the only part of Ashford to see some flooding. Other streets in Ashford, like Van Street and Academy Drive, also saw a good bit of flooding. Some residents told me the water came up to their doors, but fortunately not enough to get into the home and cause major damage. Reporting in Houston County, Robert Smith, WDHN News for the Wiregrass.